everyone, and welcome back to the Sidebar here at GreenBiz 23. Leah and I are super excited to be joined by GreenBiz.org's new Emerging Leaders Program Manager, Bryan Lewis. Bryan,
Woo!
welcome to the
Yes.
Sidebar.
Thank you so much. Happy to be here.
You have had a very prominent role at this, your first GreenBiz as a GreenBiz employee. How's it been for you so far?
Oh man, it's been great. I love this organization. I love everything that we're doing, and especially our emerging leaders program. I'm an emerging leader myself, and to see that kind of come full circle has been a blessing, to say the least.
It's very cool.
So you just said that you were an emerging leader yourself. Can you kind of walk us through how you got connected to GreenBiz as an emerging leader, how you came back now to be working amongst us, to be the best of colleagues? Just walk us through it all.
Yeah. I actually don't even remember how I got in contact with GreenBiz, but it was an application, and I just sent it in on a whim. And then a couple weeks later, got a notification that they were flying me out to Scottsdale, Arizona for this GreenBiz conference. And so I had an opportunity to get in contact with all of my fellow cohort, and we had an amazing time at the conference. Just getting to know, obviously, my cohort and then the GreenBiz community. And I've been able to stay in touch with them over the 3 years that it's been since that moment.
Wow.
And from the top down, it's been really impressive just how integrated the philosophy of expanding opportunity for people of color is throughout this organization. Pete May, Joel Macauer, founders of the organization, got a chance to meet them and stayed in contact with them. And as GreenBiz.org was forming, I made sure that my name was on the list. And so I'm very blessed to be here in this role. And it's kind of coming full circle now, kind of being able to now give back to this community in a very integral way.
Very cool. And you're located in Detroit. You're a Detroit man.
I am the Detroit man, a Detroit advocate. I will always uplift my city. And if anybody wants to come through, I'll definitely show you around.
It is a great city. I have
Yes.
always enjoyed going there. Tell us a little bit more about the Emerging Leaders Program. Maybe people are watching that might want to be involved, or maybe a little bit about the actual cohort this year. What kind of people we've got in that group, and
Yeah.
what we're excited about with that program.
Yeah, well, each of our cohorts for the Emerging Leaders Program are exceptional, and this year is no exception. Um, our Emerging Leaders Program is a program where we organize a group of 10 emerging BIPOC sustainability professionals, aged 21 to 29. So you can be in college, you can be doing your master's, and you can be also an early career professional. But as long as you're working towards emerging leadership in sustainability, we want to get to know you and get in contact with you. And what we do is we give you full access to the conference. We pay your airfare, your lodging. We put you in a really nice hotel. That hotel was
That's
really,
enough.
really
That's enough.
nice. Oh man. But we also connect you with our GreenBiz community. We directly link you to our GreenBiz executive network and loop you into different opportunities for professional development and mentorship in an ongoing manner. So this is not just a one-stop shop. Obviously, this is a great event, but we keep you engaged in our network as we're continuing to expand it out. And we're looking forward to being able to build out a place-based network of emerging BIPOC superstars that are actively engaged in changing the world in which we live.
Very cool.
And so you work at greenbiz.org. John and I work at greenbiz.com.
Yes.
For the viewers who didn't know that there was a difference, could you help explain to them what is the difference besides one is org and one is com?
Yeah. Well, that is the main difference.
Yeah.
But specifically, GreenBiz Group is committed to expanding opportunities for people of color in a multitude of different ways, not just through our Emerging Leaders Program. And especially in 2020, when it became very apparent that there was a categoric shift that needed to be made
Yeah.
in our sustainability industry. It was important for GreenBiz to now start or to support or sponsor a nonprofit that had a mission towards uplifting underserved voices of color and expanding opportunities for, again, our underserved communities. And the difference between GreenBiz Group and greenbiz.org is that greenbiz.org is one, very new, We just started a couple of years ago, and I am our first program manager.
Woo!
And we are committed to building out from our Emerging Leaders program a network of really well integrated, highly resourced, sustainable professionals of color, such that we can start to make an impact in communities across this country and even beyond.
So we have emerging leaders at all of our events. We've had them in the past. Big shout out to Cecily on our team who used to
Yes.
shepherd this program.
Yeah.
Did
Go
an
Seth.
excellent job in the past, just bringing these people in and making them feel welcome. Tell us a little bit more about how to apply, what's coming up for the emerging leaders, basically how to connect.
That's a great question because our Emerging Leaders application for circularity just opened up.
Yes, it.
And we're excited to welcome any and all applicants. What this will be is there's an application. You can fill it out. It'll take about 20 minutes. It'll be on the Circularity 23 events page. You can navigate into the subpage, and there'll be an Emerging Leaders page that'll give you a download as to the program benefits and some of the amazing integrations that we're making for our emerging leaders. Fill out the application, and within the next couple of months, we're definitely going to be selecting our 10 emerging leaders
Yeah.
for that cohort. For circularity, obviously there's different subject matters for each one of our events, and so we're looking for rock stars who are passionate about the circular economy and people who are really interested in expanding their network, but also expanding their interests and passions and letting that develop.
Yeah, I know I met I met most of the the emerging leaders last year at Circularity, and just an amazing group of people. And it's been cool to follow what they've done since last year. So
For sure.
excited about this next cohort as well.
Yeah. And our emerging leaders continue to stay engaged. And so we have many emerging leaders who are at this conference as speakers, as presenters, and we look forward to continuing to see that integration grow over time.
Yeah, awesome. Being that this was your first GreenBiz as an employee, what have you taken away so far? What's the experience been like?
I think one of the biggest takeaways for me is just how much work goes into making this happen. Like people like Julia Van, obviously, both of you, our amazing team backstage, the tech crew. It's amazing to see how it all kind of comes together backstage. And so for me, this has been an amazing kind of insight into the world of sustainability, but then also the resources you need to be able to make it happen.
Yeah.
Yep. And it really is a group effort. Thank you so much, Bryan. It was
Yeah,
a
thank
pleasure
you
to
both,
have you
Bryan.
here.
Thank you for inviting me.
We'll see
We'll
you
be
soon.
back.
For sure.